Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I would like to show you how to set up a Haskell environment on FreeBSD running on ARM64. So let's do it. Let's open a terminal and type in pkg install ghc and ca root and ss. Alright, so now next thing is pkg install hs cabal install. Now we do a cabal update, and next we start installing some packages which are needed for development. So let's type in cabal install stack. All right, so now it's compiled, but it's not in the path currently. As we can see, I'm running as a root user and stack is installed here. So let's see version. Yes, so it's running perfectly, but if I try to call in the command line, it doesn't run. So let's edit the path. Here we go to profile, and here we add export path equals $home slash dot local slash bin and path. All right, so this should be good. So let's restart the terminal. So, and now after restarting the terminal, we try to run stack, and now it's working properly. Next thing we would like to have for the nice development environment, we would like to have a Haskell language server. So we do a cabal install Haskell language server. All right, so it's installed already, compiled and installed the Haskell language server. Now let's install a couple more tools. Let's go for the record dot preprocessor. To make our environment better, let's also install Hugel with cabal install Hugel. Okay, very good. So let's go for the next one, cabal install. Let's get a linter, hlint. And finally, I like to have, so cabal install, I like to have a cabal plan. Okay, now let's configure Hugel. And for that, we need to do Hugel generate. Okay, very nice. So now we have a tool which is Hugel. So we could say, let's find a function that goes from int to int. And it shows us here, for example, all these functions go from int to int, or maybe from integer to int. Okay, we have some log2, numbits, and a couple more functions. So this is really nice to search functions in Haskell. And now let's configure Vim. For that we need to pkg install Vim, git, git GUI, libuv, and node. Now we install Vim plug. We do curl -plo to tilde slash dot vim autoload plug dot vim, create dirs on https raw github user content.com slash unegun vim plug slash master slash plug.vim. That should be done. Now we try to add the file -.vimrc, and we call plug #begin plug #n. In between we say we plug neoclient or neoclit /coc.nvim with branch release. All right, now we start Vim again. Okay, that was not expected. Okay, so I see that the issue here is that the plugin has not been found, so let's try to get this again. Curl plo tilde vim create tiers https raw github user content.com june it's missing an e june gun / vimplug master. Okay, let's try again and let's see. Okay, it's there. So then vim and plug install. So this is fine now, and we do coc config. We create now the following configuration. So language server should be Haskell. Command is going to be Haskell language server. We also have another one, which is the args. Let's give here some space, and let's here and also add --lsp. Next we add root patterns, star.cabal, stack.yaml. We add cabal.project, and we add he.yaml, another comma, and file types, and here we add Haskell, Haskell. Okay, now we should be fine, and let's try a small example. So I'm going to create a directory, hs, go to hs, and let's create all the files. We start with the stack.yaml, and we specify that we want a resolver. Now, before we look at this, now let's look at the version of the Haskell compiler that is installed, GHC. This is version 966. If you search on the internet, you're going to see that 966 has a stackage long-term support version LTS 22.28. So let's use that one. So we go here and say the resolver LTS 22.28. Packages is going to be local. We are using a compiler, GHC 966. We want to use the system GHC, true, and we don't want the GHC to be installed because this is currently not supported upstream from Haskell directly. It's provided by FreeBSD, so we have to say things like this. All right, so now we add a package.yaml. We give a name to our project. Let's call it project. Let's say give the GHC options, which have to be pgmf record.preprocessor. So this is to process records. We're going to see this in soon. Executables. We have the project, our project here, which is going to have a main file called main.hs. And the source dirs, let's put this in the source directory, and for now we are fine. Dependencies, we are going to depend on base, and because we're doing the record processing, we need the record has field, and I think that should be fine. So we save here, we create the directory source, and we edit the file main.hs, which we just say mod main, where, as you can see, so this is already working, the Haskell language server. So we start, let's say a person, something like this. Here we say name is a string, and we create an age, which is going to be an int. Restart. Now it's fine. Main, let's give it the type IO, and it's going to be the following. We are going to create a person. Let's call it Alice 22, and now put string line, and here is where the dot comes, the preprocessor, p dot name. Okay, and we should be good to compile. So stack build, everything looks fine. Stack run Alice. So the software is running. We can try an hlint on the main, on the source main HS. Other tools that we might use in the project are, is for example, the Cabal plan that we have installed. And here we can see the packages that are currently there. So we are using base 4.18. which pull the big num, the prime, and runtime system, and the record here. The colors are really bad, so let's try to change them. So let's go here to the profiles, and let's, in this case, exceptionally, I'm going to put black on white, white on black. Close. Okay, and here we can see it's the record has field. Okay, and we are good to go. As we can see, you name -a. We are running Haskell on a FreeBSD system running on an ARM64 platform. That's it for today. If you have some comments or suggestions, please use the space down below. Otherwise, if you enjoy the video and like the content, please give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, thank you for passing by. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.